Hello guys, it's Uzumaki What If, and welcome back to What If Konoha Banished Naruto Part 2, so without any further ado, let's start. As Naruto gazed at the group in front of him, a strange dark sensation suddenly came back. It felt like it was trying to take over. He quickly dismissed that thought and angrily yelled. "What do you want?" Naruto said as he let out a shit load of killer intent, and for some reason, a dark aura was staring to surround him. Everybody in the vicinity was scared of him now. Except for Zien, who looked at him surprised and thought. I haven't felt this much dark power since Riku. Could he be able to use dark powers like Riku too? Zien thought. As she saw the darkness emitting from Naruto. "Naruto. We have come to take you back to Konoha," Minato said as he gazed at the power his son was emitting. "Why would I go back to that shithole of a village?" Naruto yelled, feeling the dark aura around him increase. "Naruto, please come back to the village. I'm sorry for the way I treated you there. I'm sorry for banishing you from the Uzumaki clan. You see, Naruto, after I went home to the clan by your father last night, the Uzumaki clan had a meeting." Flashback. It was late and Kushina and Naruto just wanted to get too bad, but the clan council had called a meeting. Kushina. Why did you go to the council meeting earlier? Kushina's mother Jessie Uzumaki asked. More like a demand. The council meeting was actually a party about how the demon of Konoha was banished. Everybody in the council room smirked, happy that the disgrace of the clan was gone. But then Minato-kun came back. Now, this shocked everybody. The youndaime had returned. Kushina then explained everything that happened at the council meeting. To say that the Uzumaki clan was shocked. The disgrace of the clan was actually trained by the youndaime himself. Then we must get this boy back into the clan. Now that we know that he has been training with Sarutobi, if we get him back into the clan, we may be able to get some of the secrets Sarutobi has. Jack Uzumaki, Kushina's father said. He's not going to come back willingly. Kushina said sadly. Her father just snorted and said. Then we will force him back into the clan. If what you say is true, then we need the son of the youndaime and the disciple of the youndaime in this clan, Jack said. End of flashback. And that's what happened. Naruto. Please come back with your family. Kushina pleaded. Haha, oh, so the Uzumaki clan is still too stubborn to put a child before themselves, huh? Naruto said. Sochi-Kushina started before being interrupted by Naruto. Silence. You have no right to try to make me go back to that clan full of arrogant pricks. Naruto yelled, shutting Kushina up. Regardless, Naruto, I have to take you back to Konoha. Minato said, earning a glare from Naruto. Give me one good reason why I should go back to the village, Naruto said. He then earned a smile from Minato. Well, Naruto, since you're my son, you will automatically fall under the CRA. Minato said, hoping that Naruto would take the CRA. I have a bloodline. Naruto said, earning a smile from Minato. This explained everything. His abilities, his bloodline, his Kaminarigan. Naruto then asked. If I am your son, then why can't you have kids instead of me to pass it down? Naruto asked. Is that what Naruto is to you all, just breeding material? Zien intervened. The Konoha group glared at Zien as she just glared back. This a Konoha matter. This has nothing to do with you, girl, Hamura said as Koharu continued for him. This is none of your business. So stay out of it. Koharu said, earning a snort from Zien. This became my business the minute the Hakumai Kage told me to come to get this group. Zien said, making the older Nins gasp. Zien continued. I may have only known Naruto for a short time, but I'll be damned if I let him go back to that village full of nothing but a bunch of baguette fools, Zien exclaimed as she let her killer intent flare out of control. Naruto, I don't want to have to take you by force, but if you force me I will have no choice. Minato said as he got into a fighting stance. Bring it, Naruto said as he got into a fighting stance. Minato leapt at Naruto and tried to make a one-hit KO by punching him in his pressure point. But Naruto quickly moved to the left and right hooked Minato in the face, sending him straight into a nearby tree. Minato soon stepped out and charged up a Rasengan. As he did this, Naruto charged up a Rasengan as well, and they both yelled. Rasengan, Minato yelled. Rasengan, Naruto yelled. As the two attacks collide, Naruto felt that strange sensation powering up his Rasengan. As he added this power to his Rasengan, he yelled. Dark Rasengan, Naruto yelled as his Rasengan turned jet black. Minato was blown away by this Rasengan and was thrown into a nearby tree. Wood style, wooden log strangle hold jutsu. The jutsu name spoke for itself as wood appeared out of the ground and put everybody into a stranglehold. We will be leaving now, Naruto said. What, you can't leave yet? Not without breeding a child for the village. Danzo yelled. Danzo, I thought I said to not provoke them, Minato screamed. You're nothing but a failed project that I wanted to turn into a weapon, but that damn Sarutobi was too foolish. Danzo said manically. Naruto didn't say a word for a minute, but all of a sudden a dark evil aura surrounded him as he screamed in pain. Ha! Naruto yelled as the darkness took its shape. Zien immediately knew what was happening and yelled. Naruto! Don't give to the darkness. You're not a failed project, you're a human being. Exon cried desperately, but her cry fell on deaf ears as Naruto kept screaming. Ha! Naruto kept screaming as the power surge started to take shape and cause a dust storm. Damn it! Zien yelled as she tried to intercept Naruto, but the dust cloud interfered with her. As the dust calmed down, everybody was shocked at what they saw. Naruto was now all entire body looked like they were made out of the darkness. The only feature you could really see was his cold yellow eyes. Everybody stay clear from him. Naruto is not himself right now and will attack anybody's friend or foe. I will deal with him. Zien said as she summoned Oblivion in her hand. The shadow Naruto turned its head to Zien and immediately rushed at her with a swipe of his claw. Zien quickly dodged it and sang her ki blade at Naruto and hit him dead in the center of his chest. Naruto jumped back in pain as he was hit. Zien quickly took this chance and yelled, Furaga, as a ball of fire appeared in his hand and hit Naruto in the same spot. Then she yelled, Thunderga, as a large amount of electricity was formed in her hand and was shot at the same spot. Naruto hit the floor with a loud thud. As he was losing consciousness, Zien ran to him and put her hand over the spot he was hit at and said, Kuraga. As her hand was glowing and healing Naruto's wound. Naruto woke up and said a soft, thank you, to Zien. Zien smiles and helps him stand. Naruto then said. Come on, we have to get moving, Naruto said with Danzo yelling. Stop, you can't leave yet, Danzo yelled with Naruto saying in response. Watch me. Naruto said as was about to leave until Minato interrupted him. Naruto, when will you come back to the village? Minato asked. In 5 years, during the next Jonin exams. And with that, Naruto left in a blur. Naruto grows strong, my son, Minato thought as he saw his son leave out of sight. With the group. Naruto, Zien, Anko, Hinata, Taiyuya, Haku, Tenten, and Kyubi were on their way to the village hidden in the twilight when they arrived at the gates. The guards let them go without a hassle. Come on, I'll take you all to the Hakumai Kage. Zien said as she guided the group to the palace. They went through the first floor till they were at the top. At the top was a figure dressed in a yin-yang cloak. He had dark silver. So these are the shinobi that wish to join the Twilight Village? Zemnas asked. Yes, Sir, Zien said loudly. Xemnas smiled and thought, this should be interesting, he thought. Okay, Xian, take our guests to their rooms, Xemnas said with Xian grabbing Naruto's arm and guiding him to the rooms while the girls followed. Okay Naruto, this is your room. Xian said as the room looked like a light gray color. Naruto said, thank you, to Xian, who only smiled and left to show the other girls their room. 5 years huh? Naruto thought as he tried to get some sleep before he got up to start training. Year 1. Naruto and the gang were heading for the Hakumai Kage's office. He was a little nervous since this was his first time meeting the Hakumai Kage face to face. They entered the office and saw the Kage sitting in his eat with his yin-yang robes. He looked up at the group and smiled. Welcome all of you to my village. I feel that I didn't introduce myself properly. I am Xemnas, the Hakumai Kage. Xemnas said as he extended his hand to meet Naruto. Naruto shakes his hand with a smile and says, it's a pleasure to be here Hakumai Kage-sama. Naruto said as he lets go of his hand and shakes Xemnas's hand. Now Xian told me that you used a strange dark power while attacking the 4th Hokage, right? Xemnas asked with Naruto nodding at him. Xemnas smiled and said. Okay Naruto, then I want you and your friends to report to the Twilight Training Ground 34 tomorrow morning. I'm going to have some of my genins train with all of you in one area, Xemnas said. With the group nodding and leaving the room to get to bed. The next day. Naruto exits his room with his gear on. He now wore the Organization 13 clothing. He wore all black combat pants, an all black tank top shirt, black combat boots, and a black zipper coat. As he exited the building he saw that Hinata, Haku, Taiyuya, Tenten, and Kyubi were wearing the same thing, only they wore high heels. Okay girls, you ready to go? Naruto asked with the girls nodding their heads yes. Alright, let's get moving. Naruto said as he left along with the girls. Training Ground 34. Xian, are you sure the boy is the real deal? Riku asked, not believing that this boy could use darkness. Yes, Riku. Naruto could use darkness. I had to battle him myself and the darkness almost took him over. Xian said as Riku's eyes widened with surprise. Look, here he comes now. Xian said as Naruto and the group came into view. The females in the area blushed when they looked at him. Naruto saw Xian yell at him, he smiled and said. Xion, Naruto said her name in response. As he ran over to her. Hey Naruto, so how was your night? I expect it was excellent, Xian said cheerfully. Naruto smiles and says. Of course. This place is great, Naruto exclaims, getting a blush from Xian. Hey, don't keep him all to yourself, Hinata yelled. Xian looked at her and said. Don't worry, I know he has to practice polygamy, so I don't mind sharing him, Xian said as all of the girls in the group had a blush on their faces, including Naruto. Xian. Naruto yelled out of embarrassment. Just as he was about to continue his rant, the one with long silver hair looked at Naruto and said. Hey, Xian told me that you could use darkness. Is that true? Riku asked. Naruto nodded his head. With that Riku looked at Naruto and said. Alright then, my name is Riku, I'm going to be one of your new sensei. Riku said with Naruto smiling and nodding his head. Riku then summons his way to Dawn's Keyblade and said. Okay everybody back up, I want to see just how powerful this boy's darkness is. Riku said as everybody backed up from the area. Everybody in the area backed up a good distance. Riku launched at Naruto with his Keyblade at hand. Naruto quickly took out 2 kunai and clashed with Riku's Keyblade. Both their blades looked, but Riku had earlier powers Naruto's weapons and one of his kunai was wiped out of his hand. Riku seeing this then makes a swift move at Naruto's abdomen. It hits right at the center. Naruto is knocked to the ground. Riku quickly tries to make another swipe at his abdomen only for Naruto to block his attack with his kunai at hand. Naruto then kicks Riku in his abdomen and knocks him into a tree. Naruto gets up and feels a strong determination to defeat his new sensei. Suddenly his kunai was surrounded by light and a sword appeared in its place. Zien and the rest of the area were surprised when the light vanished. It was the two across key blade. Naruto. Use the key blade. Zien yelled after getting over the shock of seeing him summon a key blade. Naruto hearing this then charged at Riku and clashes his key blade with his. As their key blades were clashing, Naruto used a dark energy ball and launched it at Riku and hit him. Riku was hit dead center in his chest. Naruto chased after him and let loose a series of slashes with his key blade, each hitting Riku. Naruto used the dark energy in him and added it to his Rasengan. He went after Riku and yelled. Dark style. Rasengan. Naruto yelled as Riku was hit and knocked to the ground. Naruto landed on the Naruto ground, fainted. The last thing he remembered before fainting was the girls in the area yelling out his name. The next day, Naruto wakes up to see the familiar white ceiling of the hospital. He looks around and sees Xemnas looking at him and asking. How long was I out? Naruto asked. Xemnas looks at him and said. 3 days. Was Xemnas replied. He would have continued but the people from the training ground barged into the room. Naruto looked at everybody and said the one thing that came to mind, hi. Was Naruto starting? They don't feel like they have properly introduced themselves, Xemnas explained. Hi, I'm Rinoa Heartily. Rinoa introduced herself. She was wearing tight black biker shorts, with black shoes. She was wearing a long sleeveless blue sweater, rib-knit blue warmers, a blue button-up skirt, and a black ribbon on her left arm. She had black hair with bits of brown in them with chocolate brown eyes. By her side was a dog. I'm Squall Leonhardt, am one of your other sensei. Squall introduced himself. He was wearing a leather jacket with a white tank top under it. He wore black pants with 3 belts connected to them. Hi, I'm Tifa Lockhart. Tifa said. She was wearing black shorts with a black short zip-up shirt. Underneath that was a white t-shirt. And black boots. I'm Yuffie Kisaragi. Yuffie said. She was wearing a navy blue tank top, with a white Hawaiian flowered tattoo design underneath a sleeveless dark gray vest. It stopped below her rib cage. She wore khaki shorts that looked really tight. She had a large Fuma shuriken on her back. I'm Aerith Gainsborough. She wore a pink dress with thick braided ponytails in her hair. She carried a staff on her back. I'm Cloud Strife, Cloud said. Hey, I'm Roxas. Roxas said as he was wearing the same thing as Naruto. Hey cutie, I'm Larxene. Larxene said, causing Naruto to blush. Alright everybody, let's give Naruto his rest. The doctor said that he will be better tomorrow. Xemnas said as everybody left the room. Naruto looked at the ceiling and said, well, this is just the start, Naruto said as he drifted to sleep. In Konoha. This is an outrage. One of the councilmen said. Getting nods and yells from other people in the room. We can't let Naruto become a Twilight shinobi, he belongs in Konoha. Another councilman said, getting nods from the others. And whose fault was that? I told you all to respect my last wish, now look what happened. Minato said. Youndaime-sama, I have a solution. Tsum said. Minato looked at her for a minute before saying, I'm listening, Minato said. What if we keep the arranged marriages contracts we made and have one of our ninjas go to the Twilight Village and give the Hakumai Kage the contracts? Surely he will be able to get Naruto to sign the contracts. Once he does, Naruto will be bonded to Konoha. Tsum said. And with Hinata with him, I will be able to have some sort of influence over her, Hayashi said while thinking of ways he could manipulate Hinata. I don't want to do that, but if that's what will get my son back, then I have no other choice, Minato said as he nodded his head. Alright, Tsum Inuzuka, Inochi Yamanaka, and Jack Haruno report to my office after this meeting, Minato said while the said people nodded their heads. Meanwhile, Naruto woke up and looked at the clock said. 12 o'clock Naruto said as he looked at his bed and saw Zien and Hinata on it laying next to him. He checked the rest of the room and saw the girls room the training ground in chairs sleeping. He smiled and said. All of them really do care for her. Naruto said with a tear going down his face. Finally feeling that someone really did care for him. He felt the sensation in him again, only this time it was calmer, it felt peaceful. That's all for What If Konoha Banished Naruto Part 2. If you like this series, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps